Just curious, how did the summer and the off season go for you, and what area have you seen the most growth and development in your game?
How's it going? Over the summer, I've really just focused on getting my body right, getting stronger, putting my weight back on that I'd lost from last season, um, and really just trying to be able to handle my body and just be able to handle a full game um, in the SECs. That's really what I've been trying to focus on, just get in the weight room, adding as much weight as I could. So.
And then I wanted to ask you about a couple newcomers who might be able to help you out inside a little bit. I know Trey Wade's been injured for a while, but maybe before that, and then Kamani Johnson, a guy who's been around for a while now. What do you see from them and how they could help the team?
Yeah, both of them are actually really good rebounders. Trey's just really long and athletic, and he just has a sense towards getting the ball. So it's kind of sucked that he's been out the past few weeks, but we're looking forward to him getting back because he's a huge rebounder and he'll be a big part of the team. And Kamani, he just works really hard, and he goes after every loose rebound. So once again, that just brings something else to the team. Another guy who is really going to dig deep and try to get those loose balls and bring up extra rebounds for the team.
Andrew?
Yeah, hey Connor, you missed a lot of practice time going into last year and kind of were having to work your way back into shape. How much better do you feel this year coming into the season, both just physically and with your role on the team?
Yeah, I definitely feel a lot better than I did last year. Yeah, leading up to the year last year, I missed way too many practices, which just dug me in a hole to begin with. And I played good at the beginning of the year last year, but I couldn't really keep up with that workload that we had been doing, with my body. So just coming into it this year, I just had a goal of doing the best I can. I haven't missed a practice yet. I've been in everything, just trying to stay in shape and make sure my body's ready for the year ahead of us.
Scotty?
Yeah, Connor, hope you're doing well. I was wondering if you could maybe detail some of the ways you maybe went about trying to add some weight to your frames. I imagine that can't be real easy.
Yeah. So last year before the summer, I was at almost 250, around 245 before I dropped. And, the main way I really gained weight was just eating everything. And I drank maybe 2 or 3 protein shakes a day. I'd drink one in the morning, drink one after each workout. And I still do that. I drink protein shakes before my workouts. I drink protein shakes after my workouts, and just making sure I always have food with me just so I can always fuel myself, because that's, I can't ever go hungry. I just got to always have food with me. That's what's really helped me maintain weight and really keep putting weight back on. Just always having food with me.
And coach said after the red-white game on Sunday that maybe he'd like you to be a little bit less dependent on the three ball. Is that maybe something you're aiming for this year?
Yeah. I've always been trying to be more versatile, going inside and out. I think I did good with that later in the second half of the scrimmage, being more of a cutter on the outside and a dynamic roller is what we call it. Just being more of a threat inside instead of just being floating around the perimeter. So I can, every time I go on the perimeter, make sure I, cut back door whenever I see opportunities. Just being able to flow within the offense, just so I can be in and out. It's kind of what we've been trying to work for.
Bob?
Hey Connor, how you doing? If you need some weight gain tips, I can probably help you out with those through the years. But hey, speaking of your, what is your weight right now?
It's around 230 right now.
Do you have a goal in mind for? I guess the season's getting ready to start, so you think this is probably what you'll be, 230?
Season's getting ready to start, so yeah, it looks like this is what I'll be at. But I could still gain weight throughout the season. So, I mean, if I can really get to 235, 240, that'd be great. But, if I can't really do that during the season, then like 230 must be, where I am. But I definitely feel a lot more mobile, moving a lot better and feel a lot stronger than I have been.
And then you obviously followed this program for a long time, being from the state. Season tickets are sold out for the first time in about 20 years. What do you think about that?
It's great. I still can't really fathom it. Growing up being a Razorback fan, we'd go to games every once in a while, and they'd be big games every once in a while. But to actually see that every single game this season that we're going to have at home is going to be sold out. Like when we were here my first year sitting out, like the best games was Kentucky and TCU, because they were all sold out. They were the most hyped games, and it's exciting. Looking forward to see that we'll probably have that same excitement for most of the games this year. Is that we'll have that many people at the game. So it's really exciting to see our program kind of change and be on the rise as we look for bigger and better things ahead.
And you guys obviously were ranked really high to end last season, but what's it feel like to be ranked 16th, even after you lost a lot of good players? I know you got a lot of good players back and a lot of new guys coming in, but what do you think about being ranked 16th?
It just kind of means we got a target on our back to begin with. We wish we'd be higher, just because we feel like we had a great end of the year last year, and we have a lot of people who can really do some damage this year. But we're still really excited about where we are right now, and we're already talking about some of our matchups coming up and how if we're doing really good, we could really show out and be one of the top teams this year. So we're really looking forward to it.
I know it's an exhibition game. It's not like you're playing Kentucky on Sunday, but Eric was talking the other day about you guys have been banging on each other for a lot of weeks now. How excited are you to get an exhibition game and kind of the whole team's together instead of going at each other?
Yeah, we're definitely ready for it. Like coach has been saying, we've been playing each other since the start of the summer. So it's definitely got to get old at some point. So we're just really itching towards getting someone else to play, just someone new to be on the court. So yeah, we're pretty excited for it.
Let's say a couple more if that's okay with everybody. You're one of the returning guys, a lot of newcomers too. How do you feel like the new guys are meshing with the returners like yourself?
I think we're doing a pretty good job meshing with each other. We had really good team chemistry last year, and we're doing pretty good with it this year. Most of us we're hanging out, outside of practice. In practice we're getting along with each other pretty good. We're all really competitive, which also is a big plus. Just because we can get after each other. But off the court, we're all pretty much family at this point already. Just being around each other every day. That's kind of how it is. We're just all getting used to each other, and we're all just coming together as a family.
And then Jackson Robinson, we just talked to him. Just wonder what your take is on his game and how he's fitting in with you guys.
He's done really, really good. Start of the summer, he seemed real new, and like he just like a young guy who didn't really know what was going on, but he really clicked really early. And he seems like he's going to have a really big role on this team this year. He's a really good knockdown 3-point shooter, and he's getting better, defensively and in the rest of his game. And I think that he could really be a big spark for us at the 3-point line this year.
I had one more that just popped in my head. I know you and JD are really close. And I guess Eric's been telling us about how he's been getting extra work in the weight room. I know you guys work pretty hard anyway, but I guess JD does extra stuff. What do you think about his weight room regime?
He's crazy. He just gets in at night, and he has a whole bunch of different stuff that he does. I'm guessing he picked up that stuff when he was at home. But I think it's great. Because he's just got that dedication and that drive to be better. And I think he's going to really blow up this year. I think he's doing everything right. he's going to be a big impactful player this year.
Can you just tell he's bigger and stronger? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know if you run into him on the court or somebody sets a pick on you or whatever. Can you just tell, wow, this guy's pretty buff or whatever?
I've been getting stronger too. So he's still little to me, but he has been getting stronger.
Okay, thanks, Connor.
Yep.
Alexander, you got a question?
I do not, thank you.
Kevin? Anyone else have a question for Connor?
Yeah, Connor, you and Jalen Williams are the only guys on the team that are over 6'7", but you both have, kind of unique skill sets and can space the floor. How do you think you guys fit together? And do you think y'all could be on the floor together and be effective in, certain matchups?
Yeah. I think that's one thing that Coach Must just prides himself on, is just being the king of mismatches and, all the matchups. So I definitely think, and I hope that there will be some good matchups this year, especially against, like Mississippi State has two big guys that they play with most of the time. So I think it just really depends on the matchups that we go against. But I think that me and him together would be a pretty good duo, and we could really do some damage.